welcome to my channel. I am the Glambitious Mystic. My name is Ashley, and I'm going to take a look at the energies going on for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the rest of January. So the 23rd today through the 31st. This is also going to be tapping into the energies that are coming in with the Aquarius new moon tomorrow. And, you know, as a fellow air sign, I think this is a very important time for everyone, but especially air signs. So what we're going to do today is just a heavy cross. We're going to take a look at the past energies that are around Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, present energy around Libra, near future, complication, intention, and outcome. Mind you, this could be your actual energy, or it could be just the energy that's around you in your general, you know, day-to-day life. Could be someone you're thinking of. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Obviously, the energy readings can't resonate for every single Libra, but if you do have Sun, Moon, Rising, or a stellium in Libra, hopefully you'll find some useful information in this video. So on your pre-shuffle, I did pick up on just a very, I honestly started to feel really tired just doing your pre-shuffle message. It didn't feel negative, what I was picking up on. It just felt overwhelmed, you know. It's almost like, you know, Libra can handle it kind of thing. And, you know, here you've taken on all of these tasks and they're getting done and, you know, everything's working out, but honestly, I just felt very tired. So it should be interesting to see what's going on with you guys. And on that note, I'm just going to tap into the energy, so bear with me. Angel, spirits, and guides, please show me what messages we need to see. Tell me what we need to hear for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Cleanse this reading with the violet flame of love and intention, and only bring forth the messages that are going to be for the greatest good for all parties involved. Please cut any negative cords that are holding me back in any negative way, and shine light, love, and intention over this reading. What is going on for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising from now to the end of January? All right, Libra. So overall energy, I ended up getting the the Eight of Swords in reverse on the back of the deck. I actually see this as very positive for you, Libra, because when the Eight of Swords is upright, it's very much like it's like you're a victim of your own mind, of your own circumstances. You can be trapped in just creating the illusion that you can't do anything about your situation. So seeing this reversed for you as an overall energy is actually very positive. It means that you're coming out of that energy. There's no longer that I'm stuck, or I'm a victim, or I can't do this, or I can't do that, or just, you know, racking your brain with too many things of what you can't do. I see this as a release. So you're releasing those destructive thoughts and starting to listen more to your intuition than what your mind is telling you, which I know as an air sign, that can't be easy. I mean, logic is your daily life. Learning logic, absorbing information, data mining. You guys are like walking libraries. But that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at your past or recent past energy. All right, angel, spirits, guys. What happened for the recent past for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising? What's going on for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, recent past. What's going on for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising? There's a lot of energy going on in these cards. Lots going on. Okay. Okay, interesting. Well, I swear, Libras are the only sign that always immediately come out in their readings. It cracks me up. So here you are coming out with Empress energy, but also with the Five of Pentacles. This can be about feeling a sense of lack, feeling like you don't have enough money, could be feeling insecure or left out in the cold. But paired with that Empress energy, I think deep down, and especially with your overall being Eight of Swords reversed, I think you're actually realizing that that's all just, you know, it only has power if you give it power, okay? You guys are always going to have this nurturing Empress energy. You're ruled by Venus. This is what you're here for. Bring about balance, nurture, creativity, abundance. So these two energies together are very interesting to me. I'm guided to look at the back of the deck and see what's clarifying that. But we're not going to spend too much time on your past. So the past is the past, but let's take a look. Okay. Three of Swords. So, interesting. Recent past, there could be some heartache, perhaps over a mother figure or simply, you know, a very important female in your life. Interesting, interesting. It definitely might need to clarify a bit because, you know, the Three of Swords can just be general heartache. It doesn't necessarily have to be a situation or a one-time kind of thing. It could also be just a realization of, you know, where am I not healed? Where do I need to, you know, listen to my emotions, and where do I need to slow down and be more heart over my head? Because, you know, you guys are very head over heart for the most part, and that's great. It keeps all of the other signs, you know, balanced. But for some reason, I'm just feeling like you guys have really been in your feels lately and processing a lot of, I don't know, I'm being guided to say perhaps things that you didn't even realize were an issue for you that now are. Maybe you've ascended to a higher level recently and your frequency is a little higher, and the way things used to be in situations, no matter what they were, you know, maybe they're just not doing it for you anymore. Maybe you've outgrown things, and I see that as a positive. Growing is always a good thing. Evolving is always a great thing. If people can't keep up, that's on them. It seems like you've raised your frequency. So you're getting out of that heartache, you're getting out of that abandonment. Any of that is going away. Let's look at the present. And all of a sudden, as I said that, the cards got very heavy. So you guys might be dealing with just having a lot of things on your plate. Okay. Interesting. This is flying right out. All right. We have the Six of Cups. Gemini also had the Six of Cups in, well, actually it was in their recent past, but you might want to look at the Gemini reading, or you might be dealing with a Gemini or someone with heavy Gemini placements. The Six of Cups is all about, you know, it's nostalgia. It's also about reconciliation. It's possibly meeting up with old friends, and, you know, it can be about renewing a relationship that from your past. It could literally be about a past life relationship though. Or you could just, you know, you could have a Six of Cups kind of day and run into someone that you went to high school with or something silly like that. So it's also soulmate energy though. It's a very lovely, sixes are about balance, which we know as a Libra, that's very important. So there's something about balance here, and balancing the scales and being in touch with your emotions still. I see this right here. But yeah, I might have to clarify this because the Six of Cups holds a lot of meanings here. On the back of the deck though, we do have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Now, This doesn't always have to be a person that you're dealing with, but it very well could be that you're dealing with a very cruel, doesn't have to be a female, but it could be just a very cruel, cutting with their words kind of energy. This could have been you as well. I mean, maybe you weren't living in that high vibration. I feel like this is presently going on though. Six of Cups. We have to keep going with your story because there's a ton of cards trying to fly up for you, and I don't want to keep you here all day and night. So let's keep going, and then we're going to go back into these and see what it means. Right? Alright, Spirit, tell me about the near future for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What's going on for Libra for the last part of January 2020? Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Near future for my Libras. Okay. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. I see the Ace of Swords as Aquarius energy, but it could absolutely be any air sign energy coming in. The Ace of Swords is, I mean, it's no joke. Like, it is speaking the absolute truth, no matter what that is, no matter, you know, if it offends people, oh well, the truth is the truth. Usually it's a very positive truth, though. It's a release. It's saying what you need to say. It's having absolute clarity about a situation. Even if you haven't communicated it yet, you have absolute clarity within yourself. You don't need to do any more research. You already know what you know. And, you know, there's a truth bomb here with the Ace of Swords. So that's coming up in the near future. We do have the King of Wands now in reverse as the overall with that. So the King of Wands in reverse could be possibly a little too fiery, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. It can be a little reckless. So the King of Wands in reverse, that's an interesting energy, Libra, because the thing is with the King of Wands, he's a doer. You know, if it's upright, it's like he's a well-traveled, well-spoken, he's fiery, he's fun, he's creative, he can, you know, make something out of nothing. So in the reverse, you could be dealing with a fire sign, like an unevolved fire sign, I would say. But I see this more as in your near future, potentially speaking your truth in a very rapid way. Just doing it very quickly, like fire energy, like it just comes and goes. You speak your truth, that's that. And that's what I'm definitely channeling right now for you. And what's the complication for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the rest of January 2020? Complication for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What's the complication, Spirit, for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising? Okay, so we have the Eight of Wands. So your complication could be travel, it could be communication, it could be, I'm really seeing this as harsh communication potentially coming in for you, but it's communication that really needed to happen, and all the planning and all the thinking in the world wouldn't prepare you for how it goes down. It was meant to happen though, so it's going to happen quickly though, and I feel like it's going to happen unexpectedly. The Ace of Swords and the Eight of Wands. This is like always my communication card, but it can just be about traveling to someone. It's very quick, rapid, fiery communication. Usually really good communication though. So as a complication, perhaps the complication is that the communication or the truth that you deliver or get served is not what you want to hear. And maybe the way that you deliver it, if the energy's flipped, is totally not how you planned on things going down. But, you know, the universe is funny like that, and divine timing comes in sometimes, and it just, there had to be a release. I mean, the energy I was feeling in your pre-shuffle was not bad or good energy. It was just very heavy and overwhelmed. So that is the complication. Knight of Swords on the back. So again, this is very quick, truthful communication, either that you're giving someone or that someone is giving you. All right, we're gonna clarify this. You guys have a lot going on. All right, what's the intention for my Libras? Sun, Moon, and Rising. What's the intention of Libra? Ooh. What's Libra's intention for the rest of January? All right. It kind of came out sideways, so I'm going to read this card as both energies, okay? So let's do it upright first. Your intention is stability. The Four of Pentacles, fours are about stability, but the Four of Pentacles is also holding on. He really holds on to what he has and what he needs. It can be a bit of a selfish energy, though, when it's reversed. So I think we have to take both energies on this. There might be something that you're holding on to that, or you think you need to hold on to, since it's in your intention, that maybe you don't need to hold on to so tightly, because you might be missing out on King of Cups. Perhaps by holding on too tightly to something as your intention, this King of Cups, you know, can't come through. Or it could be that you're holding on so tightly to something because there's so much love. So take what you can from that. We definitely have to clarify. You guys obviously have a lot on your plate, so hopefully this doesn't get too long. Let's keep going. Outcome for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, please. From now to the end of January, what's the outcome for my Libras? Sun, Moon, and Rising, Spirit. Outcome for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay, transition, Scorpionic energy. This is also the Death card in other tarot decks. And Seven of Swords is on the back. Now, the Seven of Swords to me is about strategy, especially for you as an air sign. I know it's like the thief deception card, and it definitely could be that going on, but I also see it a little differently. In the original Rider-Waite deck, it's literally a man, and he's leaving with all the swords. He's got 2 in the ground and like 5 in his hand. And if you notice behind him on that Rider-Waite deck, there's literally a circus. So it's like, not my monkeys, not my circus. It's a smart, strategic, making strategic moves. I love the Death card energy because life is about cycles, and it has to go through cycles. With every death, there is a new beginning. So, like a butterfly, I feel like you guys have done a complete metamorphosis, and, you know, perhaps the way things looked even 6 months ago to now are totally different, but overall, it's made you into the person that you are today. Let's definitely clarify. You have a lot going on, Libra. Let's see, what is this? I want to know what this Ace of Swords is. Please clarify the Ace of Swords for Libra. 6 of Pentacles. This is my Minor Arcana Libra card. It's also Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. 6s are all about balance. So the truth of the matter is that maybe, oh, and we all have another 6 on the back about being victorious here with the 6 of Wands, fire energy. So the truth of the matter, I believe this might have been just your internal truth of looking at where you've been giving and not receiving, or where maybe you have not been open to receiving, whatever that may be for you. But sometimes that's the funny thing. Libras are all about, you know, balance and being fair and all that stuff, and then, you know, you're so busy making sure everyone else is sorted that I think maybe the truth bomb was with yourself. It's an aha moment of, wait a minute, why am I doing all this when, I don't have anyone doing this? Or why am I giving all of this? And what have I received in return? So you're kind of going through that, like, checks and balances, like, where am I giving my energy, and where is my energy going into things and people and situations that just aren't for my greatest good? So this is beautiful, actually, the Ace of Swords here, because I think your aha Ace of Swords moment was, taking your energy and your power back so you can utilize your time and your energy where you need to and not get so scattered, because you guys are so darn friendly and easy to be around that I think people pull you in every direction. So that's really good. I really like that energy, actually. Six of Wands on the back is about being victorious. Public recognition. There's a greater understanding of community and what it means to you, because the Six of Pentacles is about community and giving and receiving. You're realizing where you need to be more open to receiving and where you deserve more. That's great. I love that. I'm just going to clarify this transition, aka Death card, and then I'm going to pull some guidance from the Keepers of the Light deck by Kyle Gray. Alright, for my Libras, what is transition and the outcome? What's going on with this transition card, please? My Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising at the end of January 2020. Please clarify this transition death card for Libra. What's transition? Oh, this energy is very heavy, very heavy. Something's going on with this. Hold on. Transition. What's this death card for my Libras, please? Oh, wow. We have the Knight of Wands. Okay. Rapid change. But I feel like this is something that you've been doing this complete metamorphosis for a while now. I feel like this Knight of Wands is just the finale. It's almost like you've been cocooning and you've been bettering yourself and transforming, and now you're ready to be a butterfly. So that makes sense to me. And Page of Pentacles was going to try and come out sideways. I'm going to read it as an upright. That's what I'm feeling from this. So this can be about an offer. It can be about an apology. It could be about, a joint project and doing something. But there's rapid movement happening here with the Knight of Wands and Eight of Wands as a complication. So I feel like you need to have faith. I'm just being guided to kind of channel for a minute, and then I'll pull a Keepers of the Light card, because I think you need to have faith here. Whatever is going on, for you, I think all the planning in the world that you could have tried to plan for or make this fair on everyone, it just wasn't possible for your own greater good. So I think that's why this rapid movement is coming in. You never would have felt like anything was fair for everyone, because sometimes situations are just difficult, or sometimes we just have to live in that truth for a minute. So I think the universe stepped in and they gave you the Knight of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and they were like, here you go. And it's just whatever this transition, whatever this complete change is going to happen very quick and out of the blue. But you know what it is, and if this resonates with you, you know what I'm speaking about. So that being said, Let's get some advice from the Keepers of the Light deck. Alright, Spirit, please give me one card for my Libras, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What does Libra need to know from the Keepers of the Light deck, please? Isis. Magic is manifesting. Amazing. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality, so stay focused. I love that energy. And I'm actually being guided to pull one more for you guys because Spirit has some messages for you for sure. The whole deck is trying to fall out and tell a story, but cannot possibly tell a story for every Libra here. You're really coming into your power though, or you're in your power. That's what I feel with that Empress coming out first. That's your energy, Libra. You know how to nurture. You know what nurturing means. You know what you deserve. Yeah. Master Buddha. Increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. Krishna on the back. Devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. I'm also being guided to say that a lot of you have recently went through dark night of the soul, or have been going through dark night of the soul, and I see that you're actually out of that now, and your whole perspective and your connection to all things has shifted because of it, but your frequency has gone much higher. You're you know, if people want to be in your life, if they're not on that same level, then they better get to know you again, because you know, you're here to do great things. Only love is real. Alright, Libra, that's what I have for you. Sorry there was so much energetic interference coming through in your cards. Clearly a lot of you have a lot on your plate, and I hope all of this, you know, turns in your favor. Based on what I'm seeing, it will. It's just going to happen quickly and swiftly because, you know, you could ruminate and try to decide which direction to take because you can see all sides of things forever, and, you know, Spirit has your back. You're being guided into what you truly desire, everything you've worked for. Everything's coming in for you. I think 2019 was like a final purge, and this is going to be a good year for you. All right? Thank you. Bye, my Libras.